Again. Anyways, good afternoon, We're going to Daniel, Major Visions, chapter 7 through 12. We're not going to read all of it, but we are going to go into chapter 7 first. And this should be talking about the four beasts. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and vision of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven strode upon the great sea. And four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion, had eagle's wings. I behold, till the wings therefore were plucked. And was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side. And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it, and they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and an ancient of days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pearl wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels of burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. I behold then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spoke, I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their domain taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a session and time. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him domain and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His domain is everlasting domain, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by me, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me, made me known the interpretation of the things. These great beasts which are 4 kings which shall rise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, and possess the kingdom even forever and ever. There were another truth of the 4th beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up and before him, 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spoke very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. I beheld in the same horn made war with his saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the 4th beast shall be the 4th kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it into pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that rise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand until the time and times and the dividing of time. For the judgment shall sit, and there shall take away his domain, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and domain and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all domains shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my condemnation much troubled me, and my contents changed me, but I kept the merit in my heart. And then we are going to go read chapter 8. This one should be about the ram and the goat. In the 3rd year of the region of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me, Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass when I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam, and I saw in a vision I was by the river of Elah. Then I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before me the river a ram, which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him, neither was there any that he could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will, and became great. And as I was considering, behold, a he-goat came up from the rest on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with claw against him, and smote the ram, and broke his 2 horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him. But he cast him down to the ground, and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of thy hand. Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was drawn, the great horn was broken, and forth came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven, and out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land. And it waxed great even to the host of heavens, and cast down some of the host and of stars to the ground, and stamped upon them. Yet he magnified himself to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down, and a host was given him against daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground. And it practiced and prophesied. And then I heard one saint speak, and then another saint unto that certain saint which spoke, How long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of dissolution, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot? And he said unto me, Unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be clean. And it came to pass, when even I, Daniel, had seen the vision, and sought for the means, then behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of the lily, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So he came near where I was journeying. When he came, I was afraid, and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, Understand, O son of man, for the time of the end should be the vision. Now as he was speaking with me, I saw I was in a deep sleep on my face towards the ground, but he touched me and set me upright. And he said, Behold, I make thee known what shall be in the last end of the edition, for the time point to the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest has 2 horns, are the kings of Media and Persia, and the rough goat is the king of Greeka, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stir up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nations, but not in his power. And in the later time of the kingdom, when the transgressions shall come to the full, a king of fierce conscience and understanding dark sentence shall stand up. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. He shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. But he shall be broken without hand, and the vision of the even and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. And I, Daniel, fainted with 6 certain days. Afterwards I rose up and did the king's business, and was astounded at the vision, but none understood it. So we already read chapter 7, which is the four beasts, and then chapter 8 was the ram and the goat, and then tomorrow we are going to go into the rest of the major visions. I don't know if I'll be back later on with my other video. I'm not sure yet, but have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you all later.